Sugar, spice, everything nice. Crust is here. Let's go. Nothing new to look at here, just pure cute and wholesomeness. Hopefully I get better luck with Bready. Alright, now the first one. Hole number 2. Nope. Well, this one I don't even have my mileage tickets anymore. So really hoping I don't have to spend a lot. Number 3. Still no. Number 4. Come on, game. There we go. Come on. Only one, but hopefully. Tetra. There she is.
Crust, we'll make loads of delicious dishes for you.
God, isn't she just adorable? How can you not think so? Alright, only 4 pulls. That was pretty good. Absolutely adorable she is. Now then. There you are. Level these up. Then drop her on the sinker machine. Who are we kicking out this time? Let's see. How about... Nira. And done.
Wow! I just thought of an incredible recipe!
So cute. Now we go from new flavor to true flavor. My mind doesn't feel overwhelmed. It's not some strangely exotic or stimulating flavor, but I can actually taste it. At long last, I finally found it! The taste I've been searching for all my life! One beautiful beyond all comprehension! Ah, yes, last time. Pure and unattained by information. It's divine, Bonbush! Really? Congratulations, Bready! Have your taste buds transformed, you think? No, I don't think so. It's only the command... No, I should call him Bonbush from now on. Bonbush is the only one I can get this flavor from. I see. And here I was, hoping my meals would be a pathway to your happiness. Looks like I lost out to Mr. Gourmand. And anyway, seeing you this happy while you're eating makes me so happy. So that's a positive development. Let's throw a party as a celebration. I made a bunch of tasty treats. Will Bonboche be coming too? Not sure. I suppose if we were to be certain, we could invite him. But then again, he has been awfully busy lately. Has he? Sorry, but I'll have to take a rain check on that party. Huh? Why? Are you sick? No, I'm fine. And how come you don't be a part of the festivities? This party is supposed to be for you. It's just... I have no reason to ingest any of her food anymore. Now come on, Bready, don't be like that. What? What do you mean? I found a new taste, and that's all I want to experience now. Are you talking about Mr. Gourmand? Yeah. So if Bonboche doesn't come to a party, there's no point in me attending. I'm already familiar with the taste of your food, so if it isn't new and it doesn't bring me out joy in me, this must be a dream sequence. But this is not how it went last time. You have to enjoy the party without me, Crust. Huh? Wait! Bready! Yeah, that's what I thought. Huh. Hold on, I'm in my room. Oh, it was all just a dream. Man, that was weird stuff coming. That weird stuff my mind conjures up. Anyway, this is a critical moment. I gotta bust my butt and cook something that Bready will find delicious. Ah, yes, getting that little teaser from last time. Bubble bubble, let's boil the stew. Sizzle sizzle, let's grill up the meat. Now we plate it up nicely and ta-da! The special multi-course breakfast is complete. Enjoy, Bready. Isn't this a bit overkill? I got excited while cooking and maybe I got a bit overboard. If there are any leftovers, I'll pack them up in the lunchbox for you. Alright, thanks for this. Sure thing. The combination of ingredients is remarkable and the flavor is balanced is impeccable. You clearly were more emotionally invested in this than usual. It's very cute, I must say. Okay, but what about the taste? What do you think? It's nice. The flavor is identical to what it usually is. So it hasn't changed. Okay, that's it. I decided. Decided what? I, Crust, be the closing the kitchen. Starting today, I'll dedicate myself to researching food further. And where's this coming from all of a sudden? And until my research is finished, you, Bready, are banned from the kitchen. Huh. Excuse me? When was she dedicated? Something cute and fluffy like this is just what I needed for the week I've been having.
Did someone call for a chef?
Have you got everything under control?
Who else? Solid no face too I can use. Sure, Tia.
When can we have a dessert?
Over there. Hello, students. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Crust from the Cooking Oil Squad, and I've got a special lesson prepared for you today. And what's so special about today's lesson, you ask? We'll be having an assistant helping us today. Hello, everyone. Hello. To think that the entire school's gathered to listen to my lecture, it's enough to make you be a bit nervous. Now then, in today's lesson, we'll be covering the three main topics. 1. Edible ingredients that can be found on the surface. 2. Things that you should never eat. And 3. Practical training on making food that's easy to store and won't spoil quickly. Are you all excited? Yeah. In that case, let's get started. Alright. Bray. Yeah? Isn't the food Miss Crust showed up supposed to be brown? How come your dish is black? That's because Naru stinks at cooking. 10 grams of sauce, 10 more grams. Boring. You see, they're not even following the recipe. Maybe the problem is that you're leaving it to Naru instead of doing it yourself. What's wrong with that? Naru and I are practically one being after all. So did you just insult yourself a minute ago? I meant that we're like two separate beings and united together, but not as one. Things seem to be going more or less okay in P class. How about the other side of the class? Wow, you're really good at this, Tia. Do you cook often? Not really. I just followed the instructions and it turned out well. My goodness, you finished rather quickly. May I have a bite? Of course. It's very nice, but don't you think it's a bit too sweet? Is it? I thought that was perfect. Naga, do you want to try? Sure. What do you think? Is it too sweet? It's definitely on the saturine side, but it's something you'd enjoy. You bet it is. It's perfectly suited to my taste. Well, it's not like you're making this for someone else. So, as long as it tastes good to you, that's all that really matters. Everyone's taste buds are different after all. Isn't that right, Miss Crust? Oh, yes, that's right. Good job, Tia. Thanks. I should make something for Naga, too. That's nice of you, Tia. I'm excited to try what you make. Things seem to be going well on the other side of the room as well. I think today's lesson should go off without a hitch. And that's all for today's lesson. Feel free to enjoy the food you've made for yourselves. I scored each dish, so be sure to check what I wrote down. I didn't do too bad. How'd you do, Tia? Right down to the middle for me. My score probably isn't too high since I didn't follow the recipe. You should have submitted the one that you made for me. Maybe I should have, but I didn't want to give you the food. But I didn't want to give you the food that I gave to Miss Crust. You can try it later, and give it your own score as well. Sure, that'd be fun. Weren't you at the leave, Crust? Huh? Oh, right. Yes, I'm going. She wants to make that food for Bready to enjoy. Something would be better than for her to only enjoy
real quick.
eating me.
Cooking these guys up is a real hassle. Time to add some seasoning.
So cute. Look at how hard around her.
Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. All finished cooking. Now then, what do you say we sit down for a nice meal?
That sounds lovely. Thank you both for conducting that lesson today. Crust did most of the work. I barely did anything. That's not true. Your presence alone was incredibly reassuring. Well, I'm glad to hear I was helpful in some way. But Crust, wasn't today supposed to be a filling day for your cooking show? How did you manage to find the time for this? Oh, no worries. We're showing a rerun today. I see. Well, I shouldn't take up any more of your time. Everything has been taken care of, so feel free to leave whenever you decide. Alright, thank you again for the opportunity. See you next time, Marciana. See you, Commander. My favorite healer. Thanks again for helping, Mr. Gourmand. It was a fun experience. From you too. Where are you off to now? I don't have any real plans, so I was just gonna go to return the command's room. I see. Are you hungry by any chance? Well, now that you mention it. I haven't smelled delicious food all day, but I haven't been able to eat anything. That tells me you're hungry, alright. I at least got to sample the dishes the students made throughout the day, but you didn't get to eat anything. If you're free, would you like to try something in my kitchen and have something to eat? Would that be okay? Of course. This was my first time working with students, and you were kind enough to agree to be my assistant. Being able to pay for that would be my pleasure. And allow me to graciously accept your offer. Ha, wonderful. Let's go. Ta-da! Welcome to the Cooking Lodge Kitchen, where all the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. Have you there if you would. Wait just a minute, and I'll whip up something nice and special for you. No worries, you can take your time. Actually, I intended on inviting you here all along. So I planned out a meal and prepared for the ingredients earlier. It really won't take any time at all. I see. Today's menu is a special seafood course. I'll start you off with a light appetizer. With cooking as wonderful as Crust, you need to experience it with multiple senses. First with sight, then smell, and then taste. To any of that would be a disservice to such fine cuisine. It's the best thing I've ever tasted. So you like it? It's divine. I'm glad you like it. I'm the one who's glad, considering I got to try such heavenly cuisine. By the way, you mentioned earlier that today's episode was a rerun. Did something happen? Oh, there wasn't any traumatic accident or anything. I simply decided to draw the close down the kitchen and cancel all my plans so that I could focus on cooking research. Cooking research? Huh? Yep. As a chef, my first goal was to create food that Bready would be happy with. But instead, you're the one who achieved that. Yeah, it would seem that way, in some way or another. So that means I have to get my butt in gear. I'm gonna develop dishes that will make Bready happy too. So, Mr. Gourmand, I have a few things to ask of you for my research. You're not gonna chop me up, are you? Could you help me? And what is it? Well, first, could I lick you just once? Oh, God. Pardon? Not you too. It's not what you think. My taste certainly doesn't diverge from Bready's, but I'm curious about what it is that you have I'm curious about what it is about you that Bready is so obsessed with the flavor. So it's for your research then. Precisely. If I taste you, I might be able to get some inspiration. In that case, help yourself. After washing my hands in the sink, I'll hold them out to Crust. Here you are. Wow, thanks for agreeing to this. Alright, here I go. How is it? I'm not sure. Nothing really is standing out to me. I figured that would be the case. Mr. Gourmand, can I ask for one more favor? What is it? Did you write down everything Bready said about after tasting you? All of it? Not sure if I remember all that. Yes, please. If not too much of an imposition, is it? Well, I'll try.
It's time to show them what we're capable of.
As long as he's not cutting my body into bits so you can cook it for her.
Cooking these guys up is a real hassle. Nice and fast. Time to add some seasoning. Teacher, let's go have some dessert now.
A few days after receiving Crust request. So sweet. Your hand is delectable when it's covered in chocolate. Haven't you tried this with chocolate before? Last time it was dark chocolate, this time it's milk chocolate. This is sweeter, so it's better than before. Can I spend the whole day licking your hand? Absolutely not. Too bad. Don't you need to go back to the kitchen at some point? Out of context, that sounds pretty bad. Quite the opposite. I couldn't even go if I wanted to. Crust is apparently doing some cooking-related research, and told me to be banned until I was finished. She wanted to learn to enter the kitchen? Nope. To be honest, I'm a little startled. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Do you think something might be wrong? Have you heard anything from Crust after the ban? Not a word. She said that if she needed anything, she'd call me. I see. So I do like that I get more time to taste you, Bonbosh. I think you've licked all over the chocolate off by now. Let me taste a little bit more. Absolutely divine. This is completely unique. Completely pure. I'm so happy. As long as you're happy. If I let Crust know the full extent of Bready's reactions and descriptions, something tells me it'd break her heart. Oh, I knew it. Oh, wait, don't get the wrong idea. Thank you, Mr. Gourmand. Now I know for sure. And know what? Bready doesn't care about normal food or how it tastes. She needs something pure. Whereas information doesn't even factor into the equation. I'm gonna try and create a dish which has the taste that she craves. Are you sure you can make something like that? To be honest, I'm not sure. I may not be bringing with confidence, but I'm gonna give it the best shot regardless. I'm gonna make food with my own hands that will make Bready happy. Something meant just for her. Sounds impressive. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help with. Well, since you offered, would you be interested in tasting being my cooking assistant? I'm not that good at cooking. That's okay. Actually, you're essential for the recipe I'm working on. Really? Very well, I'll do what I can. Thank you. No grand food shortage crisis in this story, just a desire to make good food for your friend. Shouldn't I be doing more than sitting back and watching you? Oh, sorry, Miss Gorm, I forgot you were here. You can help me now. And what should I do? Rub your fingers in everything I've made. Well, it's something a worthwhile experiment.
I want to see a chameleon for myself.
Once again. Out of ammo.
Cooking these guys up is a real hassle. Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. Reloading.
My aim is all over the place. I'm just trying to shoot them before they do. It's also like first thing in the morning for me right now.
Teacher, let's go have some dessert now.
Bready said that food touched with my urine is pure to her, so I figured that if we go backwards from there, perhaps your touching with the food will imbue it with the taste that Bready yearns for. I think I'll make for a fantastic experiment, don't you think? You do make some sense. The soup and stews are still hot, so you can start with the other dishes first. You really want to rub my hands all over these? I certainly do. It'll be a perfect way to imbue them with your flavor. Isn't that a hygiene issue, though? It'll be fine. Bready surfs on your fingers without the thought of hygiene ever crossing your mind. I mean, she asked me to wash my hands beforehand, at least. Seeing the glint in Crust's eyes, I could tell she's being completely serious. Okay. I reluctantly start to caress the food before me, hoping that it will lead to the results Crust is after. Very good. Now for the taste test. You're going to taste it as well? Of course. Tasting the final product is essential. Thank you for a special ingredient, Mr. Gourmand. Still tastes ordinary to me. There's no major differences from the food I usually make. Still, the last episode had Bready come and taste it. Didn't you ban her from the kitchen for a while? I did, but if I want her to taste this stuff, she needs to be here. Crust gingerly rings the bell. Shortly after, everybody enters. Wow, it's only been a few days, but it feels like it's been ages since I was in the kitchen. Is your research finished? For the moment, yes. I want you to taste what I came up with. Sure. I didn't imagine you'd be here, Brombush. Well, I was just lending Crust a hand. But I'm tish. I see. No wonder there's no one in the commander's room. Here it is. You make quite a spread. I've actually been missing your cooking. Well, cheers. How is it? The taste is a little different. I knew it. I knew you'd pick up on that. Does it taste pure? Are you happy? I'm afraid not. This isn't quite the flavor I envisioned in my mind. Oh, maybe it's still early in the stages of research. Maybe. That has to be it, definitely. Okay, I'll give my evaluation. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what kind of flavor you were aiming for. For something that you made, this is an oddly flat in terms of taste and emotion from it behind it. Nothing in particular stands out. I see. I appreciate the thought. I'll get back to them and call you when I'm ready. Okay. But may I ask what kind of research you're doing? I'm afraid I can't tell you. If I accomplish what I'm after, you'll know that what I'm aiming for as soon as you eat it. You're right. I've never seen you this motivated before. Very well. I hope you succeed. Thanks, and wait for my call. Bready smiles before leaving the kitchen. And Crust waves goodbye excitedly. Despite her outward enthusiasm, I can't help but feel that Bready looks a bit lonely. She missed spending time with Bready Crust.
I'll have to wrap this up before the food gets cold.
No one wants cold food.
Time to add some seasoning. Done nice and fast. Stay focused, don't let your eyes wander.
Now you'll see why they call me the Queen of Snow.
I'll pour my heart into this dish.
So cute. Just so adorable.
Oh, finished cooking! Now then, what do you say we sit down for a nice meal?
I figured it wouldn't succeed on the first attempt, but what could have been the problem? Maybe we need more than just your touch, Mr. Gourmand. I think the methodology was flawed to begin with. Oh, I got it. There might be too many ingredients. If the purity is what we're after, you gotta do away with the extraneous emotions, information, stories. This time, I'll make something that focuses on our singular taste. How about this, Bready? Did I also touch this food? To put it nicely, it's keeping things simple. To put it bluntly, it seems unfinished. Lots of food fingering here. Here, this one should be better. It doesn't really taste like much. It's a bit of a stretch to call this even food. How about this? Crust, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but this plates you give me are seemingly less and less like proper food. It may seem that way, but at least you could taste it. Is your research about trying to give me a dish with only one ingredient? Huh? What was that? Nothing, I'll try it. I'm picking up enough natural flavor in the ingredients. It has enough nutrients and the texture isn't too bad. The portion size isn't too big and it's nice enough light. I don't know if this is what your research is about, but this could potentially be useful as an emergency ration for when we go up to the surface. Oh, really? Well, since it's an ingredient that doesn't spoil easily, that might be not bad as an idea. That's not what you're after, was it? Thank you for your help today, Bready. Thanks for the inside commentary. I realize I've still got a way to go. I'll be in touch with I made some more improvements. Are you going to keep at it today? No, I've been cooking all day, so I'm tired. It's going to get a bit late too, so I should get some rest. Alright, be sure to rest properly while you're doing this. I'm still not entirely sure what you're doing here, but whatever it is, you don't need to be in a hurry. Okay. I knew this wouldn't be easy. I knew I wouldn't be able to simply snap my fingers and solve this in a day. But if I'm being honest, I had a little hope that there near the end. No matter which parts of you that we used, the dishes were all free failures. I could have told you that adding my hair into the food wouldn't help things. Hey, this is research after all. We've got to try anything and everything. Still, I'm sorry for the inconveniences for you like this. Thank you for all your help today. Crust? Yes? Why are you hiding the purpose of this research from Bready? Well, I want to surprise her. Once I manage to make a dish that is beautiful and pure, she'll be over the moon. Besides, I told her the point was so that I could make a dish for her. When I look back, all the foods I made are things that other people enjoy, but not Bready. That's why I want to be a big surprise when I make something specifically with her in mind. I see. So there you have it. Am I going to work alone from now on? I guess so. I'm planning on doing as much as I can on my own. I know someone who can make an assistant. Should I bring her? Oh? Really, I appreciate the offer, but our kitchen is off limits to non-staff. And I could invite them in, but they would be treated as a guest rather than an assistant. It's someone you already know quite well. Oh, really? In that case, sure. If it's someone you personally vouch for, and I know them, then I'm sure they'll be perfect for the job. I'm not gonna just try and bring Bready back in the kitchen.
I'll make you something tasty.
Trying to make a pure new flavor that's something that Bready could enjoy.
Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. The ingredients. Stay focused, don't let your eyes wander.
I'm sure there exists some condition out there where people like can't
Now you'll
naturally
see why
taste
they
food.
call me the Queen of Snow.
What do people like that do with their actual, when it comes to eating? So obviously they have to eat. Trying to create an entirely new flavor from nothing.
Finished cooking. Now then, what do you say we sit down for a nice meal?
Next day, along with the person I've selected to be Crust's assistant, I head to the kitchen. Tia. Hi, Mr. Gourmand. Who is it you brought with you? Wowie, so this is Miss Crust's kitchen. Oh, Tia, you were in the special class I gave a while ago. Hello. I came here at teacher's request. I may not be much help, but I'll do my best. I'm excited to have you here. You left quite an impression during the class. I did? But I didn't even get that high of a score. Well, the score is based on a set system of criteria, so while I may not be able to give you a high score, the fact that you made a dish which perfectly suited you impressed me. I also found it moving that you made another dish tailored for your friend's taste. In fact, that's the reason I'm here right now. Ah, in that case, I think I might be able to help. Glad to hear it. Then do you want to get changed first? Change? Of course, when you're cooking, you need an apron that matches the occasion. If you go inside the back room, there should be plenty of aprons to choose from. Pick whichever one you want and come back when you're ready. Okay. I'm feeling good today. I think I might just succeed. Thank you for sending me such a great assistant, Mr. Gourmand. Sure thing. I'll be watching from the sidelines, cheering you on, as usual. I'm done changing. Do I look okay? The apron looks good, but why did you take off your school uniform? Oh well, when I wore the apron on top of my school uniform, it didn't fit properly and felt a bit uncomfortable. So I changed to something more comfortable and wore the apron over it. I see. Well, as long as you're comfortable. Now then, let's start cooking. Yippee! What kind of food do you like, Tia? I'm feeling a dessert of some kind. I want to make something nice and sweet that I can eat. Alright, then today's we'll be looking to desserts. Didn't you say that we had to make something special for someone specific? Is it really okay for me to make something like that? I guess you're right. Well, I never really considered that. But before setting out about creating the ideal flavor, I never thought about what kind of food Bready actually would want to eat. I'm such a dum-dum. What, you don't need to know... You mean you don't know what kind of food this person likes? I think so. I know that she likes something bold, something new. That's a toughie. Is there anything in particular that she eats often? She usually eats whatever I make without any complaints. Then she must be a fan of your cooking. Do you think so? Of course. In that case, I think we'll be okay making a dessert. Yeah, you're right. Bready will enjoy anything that we give her, as long as it's made by us. Alright, you said that this Bready person likes bold new flavors, yes? In that case, you should make a dessert unlike anything this world's ever seen. Yes, that's exactly what we should do. The only thing is, if we do that, it might end up tasting like nothing special. I gotta make something that will really knock her socks off. I see. He approves the ingredients and lined up on the kitchen table. I don't know, this all looks special enough to me. Anyway, I'll take the lead and you can pitch in whenever possible. Oh, and feel free to tell me any suggestions you might have at any point. Sure thing. Oh, and one more thing before we begin. Tia, could you perhaps lick Mr. Gourmand and explain what he tastes like? Excuse me? Here we go again. Not again. I really think it's less at my actual taste, and more just the person the commander actually is that give it the food, or themselves the special flavor. T's new outfit is certainly cute, but I didn't buy it myself with the mission pass. I haven't really used T in a long time. But I'm interested to see how this course goes. On we go. Ooh, that's one down. Why don't we give it a taste, Tia? Okay. It looks scrumptious. Well, here I go. What do you think? I can't really place what it tastes like. It's certainly not what I expected. Oh yeah? That's good. In that case... Crust rings the bell. See after Bready enters. Welcome back, Bready. I'd like for you to taste the dish that we came up with today. Sure, I see we have a guest. Hello, I'm Tia. I'm Bready. Thank you for coming to help Crust. No problem. I hope you enjoyed what we made. Yeah. So you made a cake? It doesn't smell terribly sweet. I'll see what it tastes like. Tia, yes? It's always that you really enjoy desserts. I can easily pick up on the love and joy that you experience while making this. Wow, you can text all that? I did have a great time making it. The recipe was completely different from what I'm used to seeing, so I was a bit surprised. But I figured that if this is how someone else likes it, then it's my responsibility to make it that way. Of course, I was only here to assist. Miss Crust made most of it. The taste is very enjoyable, to be sure. When you eat, you sense the emotions that were present when the dish was being made. This complicates things. Maybe I should cook it myself? Having said that, there's next to no sweetness here. Just a vague cake-like texture. I would hardly call this a proper cake. But at least the taste isn't ordinary like the one from before. That tells me I'm making progress. I'm gonna switch up things from here and make it again. Crust, yes? No, nothing. I hope you'll be finished with your research soon. I hope so too. I presume I should leave now? If you could, thanks, Bready. Miss Crust, yes? You're trying to cook a dish that Bready can eat, right? That's right. But Bready didn't enjoy it. She didn't look terribly happy. I realize that. That's why I'm trying to come up with a dish that will make her happy. That's not really what I'm getting at. I realize that you're still in the middle of the process, but if the person you're trying to please looks so unhappy at this point, doesn't you think that indicates that you're headed in the wrong direction? Do you really think that she looked that unhappy? Yes. Are you sure you're making this for her? It's a good goal to have, but then again, did Bready ever really ask for Crust to make her a dish that she'd enjoy? Sure, it would be nice on the surface to have more food Bready could enjoy without the overwhelming emotions, but
Cooking these guys up is a real hassle.
she seems mostly fine with things as they are.
Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. Oh, finished cooking. Now then, what do you say we sit down for a nice meal?
Serve it. Are you ready?
Time to add some seasoning.
Why is
Now
Tia's
you'll
splash
see why
so
they call me the
ominous
Queen
with
of
that
Snow.
wink and static?
Pour my heart into this fish.
I never quite understood that.
Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. Oh, finished cooking. Now then, what do you say we sit
If you ask
down
me-
for a nice meal?
If you ask me, if the person on the receiving end doesn't want what they're being given, it can make even good intentions feel malicious. That's why that's why I'm always sure to ask these questions before I set out to do something. All this research you're doing right now, is this what Bready really wanted? Not exactly, but I know she'll be happy when I succeed. I can already see the expression on her face. I've seen it before. I see. Still, I think it would be a good idea to let her know the exact purpose of what you're doing here. Not knowing for so long might make her feel upset. Okay, I'll fill her in. Thanks for your help today, Tia. Be safe on your way back home. I had a good time. I'll be rooting for you. Bye, Tia. Ha! This next time, rather than making it myself, I'll use a machine. That way Bready won't detect any emotions in the dish. Even if she doesn't sense any emotions, she'll still detect the nutritional components of each individual ingredient. Oh. But if she doesn't feel the emotions, wouldn't there be a chance that she won't know all the other details? At any rate, I've never tried it, so it'll be experiment. I'm sorry, I know I'm being quite impulsive. It's alright. It's just that I was really shocked by what Tia said earlier. I said I wanted to make food that Bready would be happy eating, but I never bothered to check what kind of expressions she was making while eating. I figured that as long as I did my research, her liking it was a given. Why is it so difficult? The more I tried, the less I seem to know. Crust. I know this might sound childish, but I'm a little jealous of you at the moment. I know someone whose cooking makes everyone happy. How about I ask her to come and help? Huh? If you could, I'd be super grateful. She sounds incredible. There's another person whom you know as well. Another one? That's amazing, considering I don't know that many people. Will they also be able to assist me like Tia did today? This is only my personal opinion, but I'd suggest inviting her as a guest. As a guest? You could take this opportunity to make some normal dishes again. This person could act as a sounding board for you to make, for what you make and offer their feedback. Yeah, that sounds good. A completely new approach could be just a ticket. And let's wrap things up for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wait a moment, let me give you an invitation. I always personally write out an invitation for any guests that are invited to our kitchen. Why's that? Isn't it obvious? So that they feel special. If you know that, why are you doing this with Bready? Sorry, what was that? Nothing. I'm sure she'll like it. I certainly hope so. The next day. Bubble Bubble, let's boil the stew. Sis, let's grill up the meat. Looks like you're having fun. You bet I am. Welcoming a new guest is always a thrill. I'm so curious as to who it's gonna be. My heart's racing. Oh, there they are. Welcome. Welcome to the Cooking All Kitchen, where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. Hello. Oh, you look awfully familiar. Hey. This is a very nice outfit for Aid. I'm glad they're giving away for free, although I don't actually have Aid yet. You're the maid from before. That's right. My name is Aid, and I work at the maid cafe. Thank you for inviting me. I have Aid on my little wish list, but
Servant,
I haven't gotten lucky enough yet to get her.
Done. Nice and fast. Reloading. Oh, finished cooking! Now then, what do you say we sit down
Wow,
for a
I almost didn't
nice
recognize you
meal?
without your maid uniform. This is my first time seeing you in costume dressed as well, Aid. Today I'm simply a guest who'd come to taste Miss Crust cooking. I therefore dressed accordingly. I don't look strange, do I? You're a lot bigger than I thought you'd be. Not at all, you look great. Thank you, Master. Is it alright if I sit here, Miss Crust? Oh, yes. Please, make yourself comfortable. It's an honor to have the opportunity to taste your cooking. I'm sure I'll enjoy myself. I poured my heart and soul to these dishes, so please enjoy. Crust begins to serve a multi-course meal, starting with the appetizer. One by one, it carefully tastes each dish as they're presented to her. I can see now why you insisted that I prepare this specific dish, Mr. Hormond. Uh-huh. And what dish would that be? This here is the main entree, omu rice. Huh, so this message is written with ketchup. Did you write it yourself? I sure did. I wanted to express my gratitude for you coming here and sampling my food. It's incredibly well done. That's like a work of art. Well then, I'll start. Crust watches A with an excited expression. A smiles subtly as she nods her head. Whew, looks like, let me know when you're ready. And I'll bring out the dessert. Yes, okay. I believe I'm finished. After finishing the dessert, A puts her spoon down on the table. That was an incredibly satisfying meal. I truly had a wonderful time. The entire time I was eating, I kept wondering about something. I heard that you're attempting to create dishes which invoke happiness in others. But if you ask me, I say you've already succeeded. Really? You felt happy while eating? Ever since I received the invitation from yesterday, I felt a sense of joy. And that's continued all the way through the entire meal today. Even your own enthusiasm with preparing the food was infectious and made me feel cheerful. That's such a relief to hear. But the person I want to make happy has quite a unique palate. I see. If it's okay, can I serve you a plate of omu rice? You want to make it some omu rice? Yes. I intended on remaining simply a guest today, but after eating such a delicious meal, it just didn't sit well with me. Last time we came to make after you, you left eating something subpar omu rice. Alright, if you insist, I'd be glad to try something you made for me. Very well, please wait a moment. It began cooking with precise and purposeful movements. Wow, I never sat in my own kitchen and watched someone cook before. Turn my seat to the show, how exciting! Seeing someone else cook for you is naturally lifts your spirits. True. Soon after, your omu rice is ready. I'm not sure if you remember, but you need to say the spell if you want to make it delicious. I remember. You make a heart with your hands like this and... ooey gooey goodness! Make this omu rice delicious! Perfect! Now then, go ahead and dig in. Alright. Do
you think I can see a dragon today? Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle!
I don't really cook much myself. I mostly just live off the processed fast foods, but
Cooking these guys to ingredients
having a good home-cooked meal every now and then would be nice. I'm working on putting on my less picky ear, so I can hopefully enjoy that more, but so far I'm still just not very far along.
Teacher, let's go have some dessert now.
Oh my goodness, it's sublime. It's better than I could have ever expected. The texture is out of this world and it's been seasoned to perfection. That's all thanks to the spell you cast. It really does feel like I'm under a spell. My hair feels like it's overflowing and I have this goofy girl on my face. You always have a goofy cute kid around your face. So this is how happiness tastes. Your cooking really does bring out how happiness in people aid. That's right. I'm sure you're wondering how I do it. Yes, I'm dying to know. I want nothing more than Bready to feel happy while eating my cooking. Well then, if you don't mind, why don't you make a dish and pretend as if Bready is going to eat it? But right now? Okay, I'll try. Crust busted about busily, laying out the ordered ingredients. Master, do you have any idea why Crust is hesitating? It looks like she's prepared all the ingredients. It's probably because she doesn't know exactly what to make. Right now, Crust is more fixed on a specific taste rather than a specific dish. I see. A bit of this and a bit of that. Try to touch it as little possible. Drill until it's right. Take all this out. Whew, think it's ready. I still need a bit more research, but this is as good as I can make do at the moment. I see. You probably got an inkling while watching me cook, but you might want to brace yourself while you're tasting it. Bready has a rather unique taste, so I used some orthodox methods. I'm not sure what other people will think of it. You're right. I don't need to try to know what will taste bad. Oh, Aid. Because you didn't make this dish for Bready. You made it for yourself. Tia said something along the same lines. She mentioned how Bready looked unhappy. She questioned whether I was really making these dishes for Bready or not. I don't understand it. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I thought I knew what I was doing. I think you misunderstood the correlation between food and happiness. I have? Yes, it takes more than taste alone for someone to derive happiness from food. A handwritten, personalized invitation, a bright smile upon arriving at a place which brimming with an ebullient atmosphere. A dish made by someone who's humming away happily while they cook. A dish lovingly plated, a multi-course meal thoughtfully presented in a sequence. All these things can inspire happiness. How did you feel when you ate the dish I made for you? It was delicious and I felt happy. Why were you happy? Because it was so enjoyable watching you cook up close. It was nice casting the magic spell together. Being treated with such care made me feel good. And on top of that, the food was delicious. So you're starting to get it now? I think my work here is done. I'll leave the rest to you, Master. Sure thing. Thanks for coming today, Aid. No, thank you for allowing me to have such a wonderful time. Goodbye, Aid. Can't wait to grab your outfit. And yourself while I'm at it. Aid leaves the kitchen. Crust carefully takes the dish she made. It's not delicious. Not even close. Is this what I've been trying to feed Bready this whole time? Crust proceeds to stand frozen for a long time, staring at the food she made. It's nice that she wants to try so much, but...
Do you think I can see a dragon
trying
today?
too much, you end up making backwards progress like this.
Rise up is a real hassle. Time to add some seasoning. One more plate coming up.
I can certainly understand the joy of wanting to give someone a gift. I enjoy giving someone gifts too. And giving something through the gift of cooking. That's an enviable position to be able to do. It's not bad. All the ingredients blend well together. I expected no less from you, Crust. The combination of ingredients and the balance of flavors are perfect. You seem more excited while making this as well. It was adorable. What about the flavor? How does it taste? It's the same as I usually eat. It's delicious. See, she's never complaining about the food. The taste is always good. Bready would always smile when she ate my food. And that would make me smile too. I would smile while I was cooking, because I like that she got so much enjoyment out of eating my food. And now I'm not sure. What were the feelings coursing through my mind during my research? I think it was impatience. I felt a little frustrated that she wasn't happy while eating my food. I'm sure she felt all those negative doubts and emotions running through my mind as I was cooking. Bready isn't happy? Oh, I see. It's no wonder she wasn't happy at this time. It's because I wasn't happy. Crust? You okay? I realized it now, Mr. Gourmand. I was being selfish. Once I saw the expression Bready made after tasting you, I wanted her to feel the same thing while eating my food. That look I saw on her face was one of pure, true joy. In that moment, I forgot everything. All that moments in the past when she'd smiled and been perfectly happy eating my food. She always smiled. I forgot all of it, like a complete fool. Every time the bell rang, Bready must have come walking in filled with anticipation as to what I would serve her. But I kept giving her bizarre, experimental dishes instead. What should I do? Bready must be so disappointed in me. You can cook her again. Do you think I can? Of course you can. You can make the dishes you usually made before, the ones that made Bready happy. Would that be enough? Of course it would. You've also learned a lot from Tia and Aid. You're right. They taught me what when emotions are one-sided, even something like kindness can feel malicious. And I've learned how to make someone feel happy while eating. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna write an invitation for Bready. Come to think of it, I've never officially invited Bready here before. Of course, it's because I never really needed to. Aide said that the moment she received the invitation, she felt a sense of excitement, of joy. So when Bready arrives, with the invitation in hand, I'll serve her a dish that will make her feel absolutely blissful. And I'll tell her everything. Why I made all those weird dishes, everything. Crust's eyes start to sparkle. I should prepare right away. Will you help me, Mr. Gourmand? Of course. Thank you. Click. I just want to eat something delicious. When will this research end? What's this? An invitation from Crust? You're cordially invited to the cooking oval kitchen, where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. I'll prepare a wonderful meal which is granted to make you happy, so be sure to arrive with an empty stomach. Your humble host, Crust. Looks like she concluded her research. That's a relief. Bready never had any doubt that she'd get out of this funk for her. Now all you have to do is wait and see her reaction. Alright, let Bready eat. Let's see just what kind of dish Crust has made for her now.
Cooking these guys up is a real hassle.
Now you'll see why they call me the Queen of Snow.
I'll pour my heart into this dish.
Still so cute.
Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. Teacher, let's go have some dessert now.
Knock knock. Come in. Welcome, Bready. This place where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food is the cooking oil kitchen. What is all this? Always eating in the same place can feel a bit dull, so I did a little bit of redecoration. The place feels totally different, doesn't it? We spent all night putting up stickers and lights to liven up the kitchen. And you're pulling my chair for me? Naturally. You're our special guest after all. Very well, thank you. Ta-da! I prepared this grapefruit soda as an appetizer. It'll help stimulate your appetite. Thank you. Bready gives a small nod. I spent a long time contemplating what kind of meal to cook. Eventually I decided that instead of a multi-course meal, I'd go for a single dish menu. Therefore, the main dish I prepared for you for tonight is tenderloin steak. Crust brings out the raw ingredients and shows them to Bready. This is a prime center cut of the tenderloin called the Chateau brand. Whatever. I picked a good one, don't you think? Yes, based on the color, I get the sense that it's high quality. With this, I'll prepare a delicious meal for you. How would you like it cooked? Medium rare. Very well. I'm not much on steak, but I'm pretty sure medium rare is like the common, most desired one. Crust carefully sears the meat as beads of sweat roll down her forehead. She swiftly prepares the sauce and fries the potatoes. Sis, let's grill up the meat. Lock in the juices, intensify the aroma. Let's see. Ooey gooey goodness, make the steak delicious. You're just gonna like collect the knowledge, huh? One tenderloin steak. Bon appetit. You seem nervous. Huh? Is it that obvious? Very. Why don't you sit as well, Crust? Oh, you want to sit down too? But being at the same eye level will make you less nervous. Really? Now maybe I will sit down. Before I eat, I have a question. What is it? Is this meal part of your final presentation? Ah. Maybe yes, but maybe no. A little bit of both. I feel like I haven't seen this one in a while.
Stay focused. Please don't let your eyes wander.
Now you'll see why they call me the Queen of Snow.
I'll pour my heart into this dish.
Those are good pizza there.
Cooking these guys up is a real hassle. Reloading. Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle. Reloading. Done. Nice and fast.
A little bit more.
Time to add some seasoning.
Now you'll see why they call me the Queen of Snow.
I'll pour my heart into this dish.
Ah, come on now. There it is.
You survived yet again. That's something worth celebrating.
I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Do you mean that I was able to finish my research and that this is the culmination of my findings? Exactly. At least that's what I figured when you were making such a grand show of all this. That's not it. My plan was to wait until you were finished eating, and then tell you everything about what's been going on. I'll tell you, but you're not allowed to laugh at me or get upset. Alright, deal. I gave up on the research. The whole venture was something I started out of my own stubbornness and greed. What? What in the world was this research about for you? What in the world was this research about for you to say something like that? This is so embarrassing. I was jealous of the expression you made after tasting Mr. Gourmand, and I wanted to make food that would make you just as happy. That's what my research was for. I see. So that's why you kept cooking all those esoteric dishes. Yeah. I'm sorry for making you eat all those weird dishes. No, it's okay. Thank you for finally telling me. I've been wondering. Now I'll try the steak. Alright. The rich aroma of the meat blends in with the tangy notes of the sauce. The amount of juice that seeps out when I slice it is perfect, as is the tenderness of the steak itself. This is exceptionally cooked medium rare. Now for the taste. But wait. Let me feed it to you. Why would you want to feed it to me? The way you describe the aromas of dishes in great detail one by one, I'm familiar with the way of speaking. It's how you go about your evaluations when you're doing cooking research together. I can only assume that you're giving me an evaluation right now. I may have put my halt to my research, but I still want you to enjoy the food that I made and be happy. So, this is my way of scoring some brownie points. Crust picks up the neatly sliced portion of steak with a fork and holds it up to Bready. I asked you to sit in front of me to ease your nerves, but apparently all I did was make you more nervous. I guess it can't be helped. Being judged always makes me nervous. Whew. Well, I'll dig in. ... How is it? Ah, look at that. I was gonna try to hide it for a while, but I can't help it. Huh? It's as I expected. The taste of your cooking hasn't changed. It's delicious, adorable, and makes me happy. I missed it. That's why I was eager for you to be done with all this silly research business. Now that I know what you're doing it for me. Delicious, adorable. God, look at that. That is absolutely heart-meltingly adorable. And did you say you're happy? I am. I'm always happy whenever I get to eat your food. The fact that you cook with so much joy always piqued my curiosity. But today you planned out this entire meal for me, imitation and all. That makes me more than happy. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry for making you eat all that terrible food, for making you feel so unhappy, for being so greedy. You always have such a happy expression on your face, and I had no idea, and all I did was I did all those ridiculous things. You must have been so disappointed in me. How could I be disappointed in someone who just wanted to make me happy? But next time you start feeling that way, please let me know. And don't launch off into your own research. We can work our way through it together. Yeah. Also, don't forget, your research was a success. It was? Yep. You cooked a dish that made me happy. If I'd grade this dish, I'd give it a perfect score. You worked hard, Crust. I'm so glad to hear that. Why are you laughing suddenly? I'm just so happy. I can't stop laughing. Good. Thanks for letting me taste something made from the heart. The flavor of this one is one I won't ever forget. Now, am I allowed back in the kitchen? Yes, now that the research is over. I am curious, though. How exactly did you conduct your research? I thought that if I used Mr. Gourmand, maybe I could make the food taste like him. He rubbed his hands on the food, and I even had him put in some of his hair. That's not a bad approach, actually. I thought so. Oh, what? You're serious? Instead of hair, how about collecting some saliva or sweat? Darn, I didn't think of that far. This is getting dangerously close to them wanting to chop me up. It seems like the cooking research will continue for a while yet. Although no one knows whether it will succeed. That process itself will become a vital factor towards determining the flavors that they create. After all, the two most indispensable culinary ingredients are sincerity and happiness. Although I might not have such a fun time personally. Gotta run, gotta blast. Ah! Final stretch.
Cooking these guys up is a real hassle. Stay focused, don't let your eyes wander. Bubble, bubble, sizzle, sizzle!
Now you'll see why they call me the Queen of Snow.
I'll pour my heart into this dish! I'll eat every last morsel! Let's eat together!
Oh, there goes Tia. There we go. All done. Well done, even.
That was a filling meal. What's next on the menu?
Hello, students. I'm Crust from the Cooking All Squad, and I'll be your instructor for the day. It's been a long time since I saw you last. Hello, Miss Crust. And this is Bready. She'll be the one tasting your dishes. Hello, I'm Bready, and I'm also part of the cooking oil. Hello, Miss Bready. Today we'll learn how to make delicious meals using ostensibly flavorless combat rations. I already know what you're thinking. Why bother learning a recipe when we can just eat the rations as is? And the answer is, wouldn't it be better if they tasted good? That's a good point. If you're to play on the surface for a month and had to eat those rations the entire time, I'd go out of my mind. Me too. Then can you make a parfait from combat rations? Hey dork, of course that's not possible. I'm not a big fan of combat rations either. None of them are as sweet as in the slightest. I don't think they're that bad. But if there's a way to make them tastier, I wouldn't be complain. Let me show you an example first. Just do exactly as I do. Yes, Miss Crust. I'm done. I knew you'd be good, Naru. May I taste it? Of course, enjoy. Let's see what we have here. Great, did you try this after you finished making it? No? Be sure to do that next time. Naruto also kept adding random seasoning ingredients, so maybe it would be best to redistribute those roles. Oh my goodness, really? Guilty. Still, you worked hard. Tasting this was a very pleasant experience, thank you. Thank you. Done. I made mine into something sweet again. You're unstoppable. Then again, it's only a small portion of the grand. As long as you get an average grade, it should be fine. Yeah, may I taste it? Oh, hi, Bready. Go ahead, it should be pretty sweet. Very well. It's abundantly clear what kind of flavor you enjoy, Tia, and you were quite happy as you made this. Especially when you sprinkled the sugar on top. I certainly was. Just imagining the taste was enough to make me giddy. I'm gonna eat it later along with the dessert I brought from the cafe. That sounds nice. This was a very pleasant dish that made me happy. Thank you. Thank you. What's your impression overall, Bready? Even students who are not professional in the kitchen are able to cook with different emotions. All those emotions create distinct new stories and tastes. It's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You haven't forgotten where we're going after this, did you? I remember. Oh boy, it's probably me. Welcome, ladies. I'll per the usual for you. Thank you, Wade. Even I never really realized the extent to which happiness can exist. I can assume by so many different forms. So much so that tasting food isn't simply boring routine for me anymore. I have you to thank for that, Crust. Huh? What are you thanking me for? I only came to this realization thanks to the research that you did. Only then was I able to realize what cooking from the heart feels like. You're gonna make me blush. If I had known happiness could assume so many different forms, I would have gone out to eat with you more often. We can do that from here on out. Yeah, let's do that. Here's the omurice you ordered. Shall we say the magic spell today as well? Ooey gooey goodness, make this omurice delicious. You're a natural at this, Miss Bready. That's because I realized how that spell is also an integral ingredient in this recipe. Happiness. Well done, let's dig in. Let's. True flavor, the end. Just happy, simple epilogue. Nothing to complain about. It's all happy and lucky.
Teacher, let's go have some dessert now.
Yeah, both these events, both one Bready and Crust, both of them really nice and wholesome. Considering that the next up we have the big 2.5 anniversary update, I think there's a good little prelude to it. I've already seen what they're going to be releasing for the update, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to be a good anniversary. But until then, we'll just have to wait those last few days until it releases. Goodbye.